All right. I'm back. Yeah. Spring break kind of took me out of the picture because, you know, when your daughter's home, you end up doing things with family. But anyway, she's back in Arkansas and I'm back out in the wild where I belong. Actually, I just want to do a real quick video because, man, I've been really wanting to get out and go fishing. The weather's starting to warm up. It's towards the end of March. Let's see, what day is it? The 27th, so real close. And I got a really late start, even later, because I went in. I had some problems with my pickup truck's lights here, tail lights. Replaced the bulb, the brake light bulb still doesn't work. So it's like, you know what? I'm not going to mess with it. It's an 02, so it's kind of an old vehicle. Got new lights. Stopped by O'Brien Automotive in Pittsburg, Kansas. And one of the reasons why I'm kind of late getting started today is because Sean O'Brien, the owner, came out. I wanted to show him on what I was talking about as far as connection for the boat trailer and stuff. And he came out, he recognized my boat from a YouTube video. It's like, yeah, oh boy, that was really fun. My boat has been noticed. And what I want to do before I get started fishing is I want to kind of go through the steps of launching this thing right here. I know that I've had it on some videos before, but it's really kind of neat. And the other thing is, it's really stable. There's this kayak tournament that's going on for the next, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. And John Dalton, Creek Fishing Adventures, is the one that put it out there. Actually, I guess if there's some teams, and he is in charge of his team. And the way it works on Veterans Day, which, yeah, by the way, I just happen to be a veteran of the Air Force. But on Veterans Day, they're going to have a tournament down in Georgia, North Georgia, on the lake down there. And you could fish with him if you were to have the most length of bass caught in a month, because what you do is, because his doesn't start until April, so all the month of April, anytime I go fishing, I take pictures. I have a little identifier number, and I put the bass on the board that shows how long they are. I take a picture of it, and I keep track of that all month long. You know, you submit what you have done. Doesn't matter if you only fish one day in the month or if you fish every day in the month. And I was thinking, man, I want to be a part of that, because John Dalton's kind of the reason why I got into doing these, because he has Creek Fishing Adventures. And what I liked about that is my brother and I, that's really what got us started fishing, was when we would walk to school in Prairie Village, Kansas, which is in the, just suburb, just house after house, but we would go over a couple of creeks, and we'd look down into the water and we'd think fish, and we even tried fishing in some of those creeks. I'm sure the neighbors thought we were nuts, but anyway, it was fun, and it got us started. And I watched his videos, and it's like, that's really cool, because it was something that not everybody else was doing. He had some really cool adventures, really neat creeks that he was working on, and he's been able to make a really good living at it. But because of that, I wanted to be on his team. I wanted to try, and I wanted to just know that I could probably win every single month because I'm a good bass fisherman. Well, turns out you have to have a kayak. And me being as old as I am and unsure of my balance the way that I am, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to buy a kayak, and I'm not going to do all that stuff. But I am going to keep track of my fish, because I do want to find out if I was in a kayak, because I don't really think what you're setting in is going to be the determining factor of the fish that you catch. This thing right here is a little bit, you're set higher than a kayak, but you know, I mean, it's pretty lightweight. It's definitely not a bass boat, and as you can tell, I don't have any electronics on here. I don't have a fish finder. I don't have any of that sonar stuff that everybody has. So, but anyway, I just like to know that I could, if I could have qualified or not. But anyway, what I'm going to do is show you the launching of this boat. I haven't done that before, I don't think. How easy it is. And then hopefully, before I run out of time, maybe catch a fish or two. So it'll be a shortish video, a short fishing video. I've rambled for quite a while, so maybe I can edit some of this stuff out. Anyway, hope you like it. Here we go. Okay, so I've taken the chain, or the strap, off of it. These two little handles right here. These are add-ons. When I originally made this, I did not have these on here. But I really am glad that I put them on. I put them on actually because I lost the fishing pole. I was on here, a little bass, and I set my fishing pole, the butt end, down here on the platform, and while I was trying to get the hook out of the bass's mouth, apparently the fishing pole handle kind of shifted, and when I let go of the rod, it just slid right off the side of the boat into this pit. As a matter of fact, it was about right over where that stump sticking. There's two stumps right there out in the water. It's in between those two stumps is where my fishing pole is. But anyway, so I added those. I've not had that problem. And they make a handy little thing here. They're very handy. So I'm pulling that out. This is kind of the tricky part, is you want to keep it from rolling away from you. Or at least I do, because I need to get up here. So grab the end of it, let that end over there just kind of go down. It doesn't matter. Ta-da! There's that. Put that back underneath there. And then these little handles that I have right here. I went ahead and added these because it just made sense. These 2x2s go back to the second support there. Just pick it up. Oh, I have the wheels on the back. They go round and round. Up. Gosh, it's been a while. Anyway, so it's down the water's edge. Now I'm going to go ahead and load it up with everything. Notice this is different. I had the seat permanently mounted to this, but I didn't like it being in the back of the truck catching all that wind. So I have a different setup here. Anyway, now to load it up. Okay, I guess I should mention that I am back at, there's a video I've done here before. It's the stump pit. Not so obvious as to why I call it the stump pit now, because we've actually had some rain, and this pit's come up probably not quite a foot, but it's come up enough to hide the stumps, the top of the stumps that are out there. So tricky navigating. But anyway, as you can see, I got my boat all loaded up, got my 3 fishing poles, brand new battery, 323. I just replaced the old one today, and it was $419, a 1-year battery. And I did use it a little bit. I mean, I'm a bass tracker. It controls the trolling motor, and then it controls the trolling motor on this. Now, granted, I haven't been fishing like 150 times, but for it to last that long is pretty good. Anyway, so sitting here, the extra wheels that I added is for this right here, because not every place that I launch this has got a nice concrete boat ramp. This is concrete, and I suppose underneath all this stuff there still might be some here. But it does not matter. That's why this is a rugged little platform here. So I'll load it up, pick it up, just roll it back into the water. Ta-da! Just like that. Then you just step on it. And when you step on it, it's pinned. It's not going to slide out from underneath you. It's not going to flip over. Stand up. You bounce up and down. We're good. Then I put my right foot in, take my left foot out, spin it around, and then you have a seat. And that's all there is to getting into this thing. Oh, we're stuck on the bank. Not really. Take nice wood paddle. This is a paddle that was around back when my brother Brian and I used to fish. There was a John boat that was at one of the pits that was by where he lived in Clinton, Missouri. And we got a paddle for it. So it's still in the family. It's still being used. Just stick it in the ground and push. And ta-da! That's all there is to it. And then this cord right here, tied off to that eye ring, is for when I'm done fishing. I step out, hold on to that. Not that it's going to go anywhere, but, you know, keeps it from drifting away if it wanted to. Alrighty, other than that, let's get going. Like I say, I don't have a lot of time, and I really probably should have just passed on this, but it's a beautiful day. And it's been a while, so we're just going to go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, we'll start with the big gliding bait. I just picked up a rod, and this is what was on it, so sure. Oh, there's a great blue heron. Or are there two? What are those? I'm sorry, right around the corner I see some deadwood. Let's see, straight out that way. Cormorants? They're cormorants. How cool. Snake birds. How awesome. Hey, sorry guys. I'll try not to spook you off, all right? I know you have no reason at all to trust humans. Oop. Jump down. They are so cool. They are so cool. Because they fish too. They can dive underwater. Yep. Enough drying off, I guess. Time to get back in the pool. But that is awesome. That is so cool. Thank you, God. I'm always, I don't know. It's just so neat to be able to be out here and see this kind of stuff. I won't see that sitting on my sofa at home, guarantee it. Or hear these birds, like the blue jay back in there. And what's that bird? I'm not really that great on my bird calls, but knowing which ones are which. But I do know that those are definitely cormorants. Oh, there's another one. There's three of them. Get. Got one. Oh, it's a big one. It hit this bait, so it's got to be fairly good, right? You're just going easy on me. Come here, buddy. Let me see you. Whoa, yeah. Oh, whoopsie. Come here. And there he goes. So that was catch and release. Okay, so freed. Note to self, always leave the house with pliers. So I think my tackle box is 16 inches long, and so he's about, 17 maybe. But he's a chunk. I'd say he's at least 1.5 pounds or 2. Thank you, buddy. Thanks so much. Wow. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea how much I need this. This is great. It's been a few days here. Let's see, that was, oh man, that was so beautiful. That was right there. I'll show you. Spin around. I may just be cutting this short because I want to come out and catch a few, and that's definitely happened. But, ooh, stop. Okay, so there's a tree in the water right there. There's this brush, a bunch of limbs and stuff. I think a beaver may have a little hand in that, pulling all that together, but it hit just on this side of like where that tree is. And he nailed it, or she nailed it. Probably only in about, probably 3 feet below the surface. Just like that one over there, first one I caught. But I guess that's going to do it for today. I just wanted to, I had to come out. And obviously I know why, because it was fun. I got to catch a couple of nice bass. Nothing super duty, but they're nice. Oh, hey, I almost forgot. I'm going to show you how to disembark from this thing. Because that's the other deal about the sound is I pulled my trolling motor way up because we're in shallow water, and I'm too lazy to use the paddle. Now, with a kayak, getting in may not be that bad, but I was thinking about, man, I bet getting out of those is tricky, right? Especially when you got old knees and you go from a sitting position to not just a sitting position, but one that's where you're down in the boat. I'm in a sitting position right now, but I'm on top of the boat. I'm not down in it. Anyway, see how close I got to the bank? Oh, I'm going to get my shoes wet. No, I'm not. I'm going to spin this chair around, take this paddle, put my weight at the back of the boat, the front lifts up, and then I just do that here. Now look. Well, I can wear my fancy going out to eat dress shoes when I go fishing nowadays, because I am not going to get them wet or muddy. And then there's that little rope I was talking about. I don't think that this is really a concern. I put it on here because there may be a time when I step out of this rig that it could shoot away, go back out into the pit. But for the most part, that doesn't happen at all. Matter of fact, it's never happened. So it's like this right here. I can toss that back on there, grab these handles, and start slow walking it back out in the water. And then I'm good dry. Just like that. Then I can take all this stuff back off. Putting this in the truck, you simply get it up to the truck, lift it up, and get one of these two pontoons on the edge of the tailgate. And then you get the other one, you come around to the side that's not on there and pull it up the rest of the way, holding on to this so it doesn't slide off the tailgate. Just hold on to it. Go around to the back, pick up on this piece of wood between those two wheels, lift it up, lift the back end up, slide it into the truck. And without the battery, without the tackle, you take everything off that you can, and now the seat's even removable. But But you take all the weight off that you can. I'll leave the trolling motor on there. It's not going to come off. And put the cord around it. On down the road you go. Really quick. So that, I promise, is the last of this. And again, hope you like it. Hit that like and subscribe. And until later. Bye.